Hi, I'm Bree, and this is my first YouTube video in a very long time. I am basically Instacarting my way to getting completely my teeth fixed in a month. So I have been doing Instacart since the beginning of January, so about 3 months now. And I do make good money, and I will be sharing my experience with you on it, and also giving you know, if I'm hitting my goals every day. I need to do $125 a day, 6 days a week, to completely get my teeth redone by the end of April. So, just a little background. I have a condition where I have decalcification of my teeth, and I have trouble absorbing calcium and trouble absorbing vitamin D, which has caused my teeth to be brittle, break. I've had several teeth pulled. And I'm just at the point where I had to make the choice between spending about $30,000 to fix the little bit of teeth I have left, and get partials for the rest, or get them pulled and get dentures. So I've decided, because it is a lot cheaper to get them pulled and get dentures, that's what I'm gonna do, and my goal is to make enough money to do it in a month. So I'm bringing you along for the journey. I hope you enjoy. I will give some tips that I have for Instacarting in a relatively smallish town. I don't live in like Jacksonville or Gainesville. I am from Florida. And I do occasionally go over to Gainesville in the evening to Instacart. But the main town I Instacart in has about 7 or 8 stores that does Instacart, and I do really well. There are a lot of Instacarters over here, so you really have to watch or you won't get those batches. So I'll keep you posted on how everything is going. Alright, so I just finished shopping for the first batch, and as you can probably tell, I'm pretty sopping wet. And I'm fixing to send my customer a little meme that says I'm on my way to their house. This one was a really small batch. It's I think it was 10 items, but I'm going 6 miles. I normally wouldn't have taken this one, but I just really wanted to get going for the day and just grab whatever first. I feel like sometimes when you sit there and you're too picky in the beginning of the day, it's like you don't get as many batches coming to you. Like, if they feel like you're not active, so you're not getting any batches. So in the beginning, I normally try to just get as much as I can. So I'm fixing to drive to the customer, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I just dropped off my first batch. It was a leave at the door one, so you leave it at the door and you take a picture. And then I always send them a little message that says, you know, I hope you have a lovely day. So we're gonna see what else we can pick up. And I think I've decided today that I am just going to grab what I can get, because it does seem like a slow day. I just looked and there are no available batches. So I'm gonna start heading back towards the store. Most of the Instacart, almost all the Instacart stores in town are all in one little area. So we have an Aldi's, a Big Lots, a Five Below, a Publix, with 2 CVS, 2 Family Dollars, and a Walgreens. And that's basically, oh, and an ABC Liquor. And they're all, with the exception of one CVS, and both the dollar stores are like at opposite ends of town. Basically, in my town, you can park at the Home Depot, and you're like a quarter mile from Aldi's, Publix, one CVS, one Walgreens, Big Lots, and Five Below. So that's what I normally do. I'll either park in the Home Depot parking lot or the Publix parking lot while I'm waiting for these next batch. I do use an app called Stride to map my mileage. I turn it on when I get into town because I live about 6 miles from town. So I wait till I'm in town and I turn it on. And then I leave it on until I deliver my last batch, and then I just go home. So what my day typically consists of is I get up around, or not get up, but I try to get going between 9 and 10 a.m. And then I Instacart until 2 or 3, and I go home and spend a little bit of time with my boyfriend before he has to go to work. He has to leave for work at 5 because he works overnights at a distribution center, and he works 4 to 6 nights a week, 10-hour shifts. So I go home and try to spend a couple hours with him, and then because right now we only have one car, if I have not hit my goal for the day, or if I just feel like I want to make some extra money that day, then I take him to work and I will Instacart in either Gainesville or Alachua, which is the town he works in, which is like 10 minutes from Gainesville. Alachua just has a Publix Liquors, CVS, and a Family Dollar. So sometimes they're really busy. Sometimes there's 5 or 6 batches in Alachua. But sometimes there's not any, or there's just like one and it's really small. So then I'll go to Gainesville or Newberry. When I go to Gainesville, I try not to drive all over town. I try to pick 1 or 2 Publixes, and those are the stores that I Instacart. Only if those 2 stores have batches. Because I'm not trying to use all my gas. I do drive a Prius, so I do get great gas mileage. It's not like I'm losing a bunch of money driving around, but I just don't want to spend a bunch of my time. Traffic can be bad, and in order to make, a good amount per hour, you really got to, stay in an area. There's like 12 Publix in Gainesville, and if you're willing to accept batches from all of those, you might be driving across town. You're wasting your time, your gas, and I'm not going to drive all the way across town for a batch that pays $2 extra, but it's going to take me 30 extra minutes to get there. That's just not smart. Alright, so I am about 5-10 minutes away from my store. So I'm now going to be on like a main road. So I'm going to turn this off for a second, and I'll get back with you when I get back. Alright, so I just finished my second delivery. It was like $15 and something. So basically I'm at about $25. It's around noon. So I haven't done much today, and there's no available batches right now, but I'm almost 10 miles away from the store. Again, this is another batch I typically wouldn't have taken, but it's so slow today, and I do have that goal, so I'm just trying to take whatever I can get. So yeah, I will let y'all get back with y'all and let y'all know how the rest of the day is going. But I have this drive, so I'm gonna drive and keep a watch out for batches. Okay, so it's about 1 o'clock and it's still super slow. So I am gonna grab some lunch and go home and spend some time with my boyfriend. And then I will Instacart again tonight after he goes to work. I doubt I make my goal, but I can just tack on to another day and up my goal for the rest of the week, you know, $10 a day or something. And the first is Thursday. So typically the last few days of the week are really slow. Really slow. And once the first hits, you have a week or so that is just non-stop. So I don't feel too worried about ending early today and not meeting my goal, because I know come Thursday it's probably going to be real busy. I mean, we'll see, and I'll let you know if I'm right. But I am going to say Sunday is normally the busiest day of the week, but this Sunday is Easter and Publix is closed. So that's going to be most likely my day off, because I doubt there's going to be a lot of Aldi's and Family Dollar enough to actually make my goal. I may come out and do a few batches that day, but probably won't make the goal. So I might count that, you know, as a half day or whatever, and then we'll just see. You're gonna play it by ear, and see how it goes. So I will get back with y'all tonight after about 5:30, 6 o'clock, because that's when he goes to work, and let you know how Alachua and Gainesville is. Okay, so it is between 5:30 and 6. I'm not exactly sure what time it is, but I just dropped my boyfriend off at work, and I am pulling into the Publix parking lot now. I've already accepted my first batch over here. It is kind of a small batch. It's like $14.88. Some like, I think 33 items, but it's only like a mile and a half from the store to deliver. So I figure I can knock it out pretty quick and get back on the road, accept another batch. The reason I picked that one, there was like 4 available batches over here, but some of them were a lot longer distance, some of them were smaller, and some of them were double batches. And I really don't accept double batches unless they're at least $20 or $25, because those are just a lot of extra work, having to keep everything separate and all that. And I don't do triple batches unless they are really good pay. Like, they got to be really good pay. And the distance needs to be kind of short, because you don't want to have ice cream for the 3rd batch and you're driving 15 miles or something like that. I mean, I do have my insulated bags and everything, but it still makes me nervous when I have ice cream and things for customers and it's far away, especially if it's like a 3rd batch. All right, so I'm gonna head in the store and get this knocked out, and I'll get back with you and let you know how my day is going. All right, so I dropped off that batch and I was already able to pick up a 2nd batch. It was also $14 and something, but it's really small and only like 2.5 miles from Publix. So definitely having a better afternoon than I had a morning. So since I am on my way back to Publix, I'll be there in less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and log off, but I'll let you check back in and let you know how things are going. Okay, so I ended up coming home after that second delivery because it's starting to get close to dark and it is pouring down rain. So I could barely see in front of my face. So I came home. I ended up making $56.50 today. So I'm just going to get out there tomorrow and hustle. And hopefully it's better. Like I said, tomorrow's the last day of the month. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday should all be busy days. And I'm not sure about Friday, but I know Saturday my boyfriend's off. So I can pretty much Instacart all day if I need to make my goal. So I will see y'all again tomorrow for day 2.